Hello everyone, welcome back to another video, and today we are continuing on with the level 80 job quest. And today is, as I'm sure you've guessed it, is the Machinist. So we're back in Ishgard here, and I am just adoring this outfit. But we're going to be talking to Stephanivien in Machinist for the morrow. Stephanivien and his prospectometer are once more focused upon you. Ah, Claire. My prospectometer never fails. I knew your own well-owned instincts would alert you to my current turmoil. 'Tis our faithful Joyce who concerns me. Her behavior has been awfully odd of late. Frequent outings to parts unknown, acting secretive, that sort of thing. Reminds me of the time her father was being held captive, and I worry that she once more finds herself the victim of nefarious circumstances. That is, as they say, where you come in. An adventurer and machinist of your caliber should have little trouble discerning the severity of her situation. Discreetly, of course. I would make a few subtle inquiries myself, but I fear that Joyce, her senses on edge as they are, would soon detect the attempt. As fortune would have it, she only just left on one of her mysterious outings. You should be able to catch her in the facility of St. Reniet's Forum if you leave immediately. Cast your eyes over St. Reniet's Forum and see if you cannot locate Joyce, or failing that, a hint of the truth of her predicament. I don't think we really need to worry about Joyce. I mean, she's not exactly someone who needs protection. But we'll go and see. Sorry, Joyce. Hope I didn't keep you waiting too long. I just got here myself, as a matter of fact, but we best be getting along all the same. Aye, today's the day. I can feel it. Ah, champion. You have business in the city, with my sister mayhap? I thought I spied her in the crowd, making her way to the forum. Yeah, do you know what she's up to? So Lord Stephanivien is concerned for Joyce then. Well, he has placed his trust in the right agent if it is discretion he requires. As it happens, I may even have information of use to you. It has been brought to my attention that Joyce and Hilda have been spotted together in Falcon's nest on more than one occasion. They both earned a measure of fame here in Ishgard, you see, sufficient to warrant a curious mention to the Temple Knights when the two of them are seen traveling as a pair. I am somewhat curious about Hilda's activities myself, but I shall leave further investigations in your capable hands. Pray convey my regards to Lord Stephanivien. Did not expect to see those people. And if you're wondering what's going on, that guy there, that Temple Knight, he's actually Hilda's half-brother. So he's her older half-brother. So let's see if we can go and catch them and see what's going on. I gotta say, I did not expect to see those two as a pair, but I'm strangely loving it. I personally think that there's definitely going to be something going on between Stephanivien and Joyce. Though I have to admit, I am not against the idea of Hilda and Joyce together. At least as partners, I mean. If it wants to turn into a romance thing, I'm perfectly fine with that, and I just realized I came out here for no reason. I have to go and report what I saw here. But aside from that, I am totally not against that whole idea of Hilda and Joyce together. I actually think that they make a cute couple. Personally, though, I do think that they might work better as a partnership than anything else. Yeah, I think definitely Joyce's heart belongs to him. Ah, Claire, welcome back. Were you able to divine aught of consequence? Ah, kind of. Joyce has been hanging around with Hilda. With Hilda, you say? What in Aloni's name could they be doing in Falcon's nest? Not a peep from my prospectometer. I suspect there's naught else for it. We must fall back on old-fashioned reconnaissance. Pray lend me your assistance a while longer, Claire. To Falcon's Nest we go. And yet you're not moving. Joyce and Hilda, an unexpected partnership. For what purpose? Only a jaunt to Falcon's Nest will tell. It's funny that we always leave first, and yet we are never able to get there in time. Like, they always beat us there. Personally, I think it's because of the loading screens here. That might be the answer. Okay, so now we get to go on and see if we can track down what's going on. There you are, Claire. Have you any idea how famous our machinists have become? I only had to mention Joyce and Hilda by name to be inundated with a veritable flood of rumors. It would seem our unlikely pair are en route to the Black Iron Bridge, and just like that, we have our next destination! Alright. So, I think that they are trying to make a living as kind of this partnership here. They're joining forces to really show the machinists, like, their powers to, like, everybody, like, how strong they can be. That's what I'm thinking anyway. And right around here. Huh, we have a guy doing some mining here. Don't mind us, buddy. The ladies are supposedly on their mystery errand somewhere in this area. Let's have a good look around. Shots from a firearm. There can be no mistaking the owners. Come, we might have a better view from the edge of the cliff. Ah, it's no good. I got nothing. How about you, Joyce? Me mind's a blank. Easy enough to say, but a damn sight harder to do, eh? We've always had an instructor before, showing us the way. Not surprising we stumble a bit trying to come up with the stuff on our own. I suppose I thought we have made more progress by now. Are you sure we shouldn't ask his lordship for a little advice? That'd defeat the purpose then, wouldn't it? If we're to stand on our own 2 feet, we need to work this out ourselves. Ah, you the right of it. Let's just keep shooting then and hope we find our target. Let's move on. I keep meaning to ask, but how in the bloody hells do you do that? Do you flick off the hair braids when you draw the weapon, or... No time for questions, Hilda. Your breath be better spent searching for new things to shoot. I've been wondering for a long time just how she did that. How did she do it? She picks up the weapon and suddenly, poof, she's someone else. 'Twas I who dreamt up the Machinist, and Rostenisar who helped bring the idea into being. The machine we put together, well, that was driven forward by the likes of you, Joyce, and Hilda. Then, as naturally as if I had planned it, you and those 2 ladies took charge of my designs. Heh, It's just a strange feeling, how wildly the needle flicks twixt a mentor's pride and an inventor's longing. Could seem, however, that our comrades are experiencing some difficulties with the peculiars of developing new techniques, a problem to which we might offer a solution. But in light of their efforts to achieve independence, to simply begin bellowing directions seems boorish. Have you any ideas on how to proceed? We give their imaginations a nudge. Like a little creative push, you think? That could certainly help break them out of the slump they find themselves in, but how exactly to provide that inspiration? But of course, the answer stands right there in front of me! You stand at the peak of the profession, the living embodiment of all it means to be a machinist. All we need to do is have you demonstrate the techniques you have acquired and refined over the course of your illustrious career. What could possibly be more inspiring? Okay, I'm in. I shall head out now and herd a suitably monstrous opponent back for you to dispatch. Sounds of shots ringing out should bring the ladies running to investigate, just as theirs alerted us to their location. Right then, we can reconverse at this spot once our little show is concluded. Oh, it's so nice that he cares. So we're just gonna go and shoot some monsters and hope that they see it. I can do that. Here we go. Okay, any more? Nope. That's kind of dull. Alright, let's head back. Nicely done, Claire. I'm truly in awe of what you can accomplish with my contraptions. Tell me, where did you learn such control and power? I journey through a land without night. I fear the magnitude of such a journey falls beyond the scope of my prospectometer, but the results of your experience speak for themselves. And assuming that they were watching, our two machinist comrades will have certainly gleaned a lesson or two from your expert demonstration. Yes, I believe our work here is done. We return to Ishgard. So they were watching. I know I said this before, but I am just loving the outfit they did for the machinist here. I personally did not like it at all during Stormblood. It looked a little bit too much like, I don't know, like a member from the Alamegan Resistance, so it didn't feel all that special. But here, I just love it. Plus, it looks so cute on her. I just love that outfit, and I really want to keep it, but I don't have... It's not the best type of armor anymore. That's the sad thing. Oh, I guess I could always use glamour, but then I will kind of have to be switching that out for the dancer, and I like that one too. I gotta say, they really outdid them. I have to admit, they really outdid themselves with the aiming gear. My thanks, Claire. I've been at a complete loss in this matter were it not for your invaluable assistance. And I imagine I'm not the only one singing your praises this day. Speaking of which... Look at you two, thick as thieves you are. Seems we was right. Rather brisk reading even for you, dear Hilda. Something on your minds? Well, it was awfully convenient for Claire to put on a grand show of skill just as we was scratching our noggins over new techniques. And I'll wager it was me lordship who had her pulling the trigger. How did you... What? Did you think you was being sneaky? The notorious helpful champion of Ishgard popping up right when and where we needed her? Unlikely. It's not that we are ungrateful, you see. We was already trying so hard to follow in your wake. I was like being lost at a sea and finding an island that's not on the map. A bit perplexing, but welcome all the same. I guess that we're saying is that you've given us our bearings and a firm footing to start charting our own course. And there you have it, further proof that my prospectometer was in fine working order when it first chirped in your presence. Right, we have set our piece. It's time we got back to squeezing them triggers. Keep an eye out, me lordship. Soon enough, we'll be the ones showing you what a machinist can do. Was my subterfuge truly so transparent? But how swiftly my charges have grown. And see how easily did it slip my notice. So unlike the deliberate evolution of my inventions. But let us not forget your astounding developments. I dare say no barrage of shots has ever proven so instructional. Thank you again, Claire, and do feel free to drop by the manufactory from time to time, even when we're not threatened by some peace-shattering crisis. Greetings, Claire. Your wondrous adventures are keeping you occupied, I trust. I find myself with relatively few demands on my time. Joyce has all but taken the reins when it comes to instruction our machinists, leaving me free to concentrate on running the manufactory. Yes, I am proud indeed to see my protege seize their independence, if not a little sad that they have left the nest. Aww. So, who was it? I think... wasn't him. I think it was this guy. Bless the fury, if it ain't the manufactory's top machinist. You're faring well, I hope. For us lot, it's been training, and more training. Yes, so how does the manufactory fare of late? Joyce and Hilda are thick as thieves these days. You might think they'd be wandering the market looking at dresses, but not them two lasses. I hear they've been off training in secret, working on new machinist moves. You ask me, they was strong enough already. Now the rest of us have to train twice as hard if we're to stay on top of the latest techniques. Okay, well everyone, I think that's going to be it for now. Thank you all. I hope that everyone enjoyed it, and that's going to be it for the machinist right now. So, take care everyone, and I hope to see you all again soon. Bye-bye.